Well, hello, hello, unit, hello, the UK, hello, planet Earth. Actually, I'm here with the my new friend, the Meep. Um, he's so cute. He's such a cutie. He's the cutest little terrorist ever imagined, and yeah. So we are audio heads, part of Geeks Assembled, and we listened to the Star Beast, the Fourth Doctor adventure with Meep the Meep the Beep, Beep the Meep. Anyway,
Beep the Meep, yeah.
yeah, he's like I said, he's the cutest little terrorist in the whole universe. Anyway, in our galaxy. Because yeah, there's that cute little one in the galaxy far away. He's also really cute, but I'm just gonna I just think that you know this is really timely because apparently he's coming back, and apparently he's gonna interact with uh the doctor's self in the 60th anniversary. And I don't know if they're going to retell this tale, or if they're going to, or if it's going to start from some other place and come at it from a different angle. These are the questions that I have. And because Lee is here, I'd like to know, by the way, thanks for coming, Lee, and thanks for doing a podcast with me. And I really appreciate it. And let's what's your opening feelings about the Star Beast?
Well,
Oh,
it
and did
brings,
you ever see the comic book?
well, this is what I'm going to say. When I was 10, I remember buying the Doctor Who Weekly before it went monthly, and before it turned into magazine. And the Star Beast was one of the early comic strips in the run of the Doctor Who Weekly, because the first one was the Iron Legion, which
Oh yeah,
we've already
reviewed.
reviewed
Yeah.
a couple of years ago. Um, and this one was about 1980. This comic strip appeared, um, set in Yorkshire, where I am. Um, I've and to see this comic strip come to life. Well, to hear this comic strip come to life on audio, um, you know, it's an amazing thing because you've got the Doctor who played by Tom Baker, who was the Doctor in the comic strip, so there's no change there. You've got Beep the Meep as characterized. You've got Sharon, who in the comic strip, lo and behold, in Doctor Who history, be it just a comic strip, she was the first coloured companion
Hmm.
in the comic strips.
Yeah.
Um, so called Sharon. And you've also got the was it the Wrarth Warriors, um, which
Hmm.
appeared in the comic strip, which has been adapted in this vocally, and then seeing the TV adverts for the 60th anniversaries, they're in the one with coming up with David Tennant.
Hmm.
Like you, I'm wondering if they're going to retell this story or it's just going to be something different. Who knows? But yeah, it brings back great memories of sitting down reading these strips. And they've made it out like a comic strip, the humor of a comic strip. Also, well, you would have got that humor anyway. It's Tom Baker.
It's Tumpy.
Yeah, it's great fun. 4 episodes. Um, with Beep, pretending to be that sweet little alien. What butter wouldn't melt in his mouth until he shows his true colours near the end of the story. I know, but yeah, I enjoyed this. It was a good fun romp. And it's a shame Big Finish haven't done any more comic strip adaptations of the Doctor Who strip. I mean, it says Volume 1 on the box, but that's it. They haven't done any more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd love to see the Time Witch
Mm-hmm.
and Voyager
Mm-hmm.
all as a audio. But we will see. Tam will tell if they will do another box set. Who knows? But yeah, I enjoyed it. So back to you, Susan.
Yeah, I don't, having not been part of the fandom back then, I definitely missed out on a lot. The fourth Doctor comic books done by IDW
Mhm.
were as part of Marvel. There was those, and then there was some other ones, but this one was it was a really enjoyable. It was funny. There was lots and lots of humor in it. And the what they consider to be sort of the thinking process, the inner monologue, or
Yeah.
the inner thought process. What usually would show up in like the top of the page, or
Or,
down in the margins,
or a thought bubble.
or a thought bubble. Yeah, that's one. And like anyway, they would these are so you really do have sort of an omniscient perspective on the whole thing. It's fun, and that makes it even more fun because you get to see how easily we can all be swayed by such a cute character.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my gosh, the Meep is so adorable. There's no way he's a bad guy. And I mean, you're just like, oh my gosh, Grogu, or Groot, I am Groot, or all these baby animals, like that's just the way you think of him. And it's all in your mind, but you get a little picture off the comic book, or you get a little picture off the cover of the audio adventure, or you get a little picture off the cover of what we're going to see is the character sitting in a bunch of stuffed animals, plush
just like
toys.
just like ET.
Just Yes, just like ET. It was like, and ET was adorable and harmless and totally a sweetheart. So I mean, you put him in with those juxtapositions, and sure enough, you're like, oh, oh, he's so sweet. Oh, they found a cute one. Oh, and then he turns out to be something from, like, a Sith Lord. He's just, he's been affected by the dark side, or the black sun magic, or whatever. But it's he just turns so dark. So I mean, he's just like, fuck everybody, kill the whole universe. I'm a terrorist. I'm done with all of y'all. And I'm just like, and to have that kind of damage start in Sheffield, and like, there you are in Yorkshire again, and the doctor, unable to. I mean, he's worked with Houdini. He's got all that ability, theatrical ability even. And
Mm.
right then and there, it turns out that he doesn't have the wherewithal to handle Sheffield steel. And that's probably why the 13th Doctor made her sonic screwdriver out of Sheffield steel. And that's probably the only earthbound steel that they could even, they would even consider making the sonic screwdriver out of, because it's Sheffield, because it's steel, because the doctor couldn't deal with it, because it's Sheffield steel. And I mean, we in America like our steel made in Pennsylvania, but this is Sheffield, this is the original. I mean, wow. You know, Industrial Revolution, this stuff is just kind of like, pride and joy kind of stuff. Anyway, I really like that whole thing, the whole Houdini and Sheffield Steel thing. And I like how that looped back, and I like how these things are all looping back um things. And the other thing that was really great was the unit, how they were, first of all, that they saw the sign for the unit base again. Hilarious. It's a super secret organization, and it's not super secret organization because it really is not. They really can't keep hidden. Anyway, that's fun. And unit, as a whole, the havoc that there was a little fighting, because there was the Star Cops, not Star Cops. That's not what they were called, but that's what they were. Basically, they were like the Jadoon before the Jadoon. You know, they were the Star Cops, and so they were after them, and they kind of mm, anyway, they clashed with Unit because Unit thought that the Meep must have been cute and harmless because he had buffooned. I mean, totally blown the mind of Sharon and the doctor and a lot of other people. God, such a cute little terrorist. I can't believe it. Anyway, so much fun. I like this. I like this audio a lot. This is my second time reviewing it. I got to review it with Audio Who one time, and I just was like, "Oh, this is so good." Anyway, go back over to you, Lee. What are your memory worms or member berries or whatever?
I do say I remember the comic strip, and it's in here with the power of the black sun,
Mm-hmm.
um, creating, well, controlling the humans.
Mm-hmm.
And in the comic strip, all their eyes were just jet black.
Mm-hmm.
And you
That's what
get
I thought.
that.
Yeah, that's good.
Um, you get the great character of Fudge,
Mm-hmm.
um, who's a who's a sci-fi geek fan who he's got membership to this, membership to that. He reads the comics, um, and then he turns up as like a hero, dressed in a costume and
Mm-hmm.
wearing it. I don't know, wearing was it a shower thing for a cape or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and his underwear on the outside. And well, a great character,
Uh-huh.
um, but never the character who would go with the Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon's the one who goes with the Doctor in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then you say you've got the Inspector Zogroff
Mm-hmm.
and his minion Sergeant Zreeg of the Warrior Police. Um, Great idea of detachable hands. Let me lend you a hand. I know. Great idea because of the exoskeletons, and they have. Watching the trailer for the 60th, they've done a great job on those creatures. They look exactly like they did in the comic strips.
Mm-hmm.
So good thumbs up there for the Beeb there. So yeah, as I said, Tom Baker's on form. Any place he can get a little joke in or anything like that, he will. And also you get a well-known name in the British culture, in the newsreader Angela Rippon, who's was a newsreader back in the day. So
Oh,
they've got and at the moment she's on TV, on British TV, on Strictly Come Dancing,
oh.
strutting her stuff at 79, I think. Um,
And right before Doctor Who.
yeah, so yeah, so yeah, it's great. What sticks out for you, Susan?
Oh man, just like the when they're firing up the spaceship and it's making all of the soundscape was brilliant. I love the fact that you could hear it all
Yeah,
when they were and when the black sun was affecting people. I thought that was great that they had um I mean that's the way I had envisioned it with the black eyes.
yeah,
I
it's
also envisioned
totally
it, yeah, I envisioned it with like a sort of a halo of sort of black energy around them as they were becoming um coming under the influence of that. And I also liked and the other thing that I liked the way that the unit always was like the doctor. And if he doesn't say I think it's um hang on, I think it's the corporal or something, that he said that the doctor, you know and he's like, oh yeah, the one with the blue box, Sharon said. And they he told her, just tell him the doctor, and tell him if not, then it's the blue box. Just make sure that you tell him those two things, because then it'll be okay. And it was. And so, and Sharon getting to really experience her and played really well by Rianne Starbuck. Cool name too. Gosh.
yeah.
And then I didn't know that like the Morris and Juno and anyway, those guys were like and those guys were like uh you know they were actually trying not to hurt people on the earth, and trying not to. They were, unlike what is always made fun of about the police, is like, oh, you just hate everybody.
Yeah,
These guys were like, nah, we don't want to break things and ruin this thing. And let's see.
I did like the character of Mrs. Higgins, Fudge's mother.
Yeah.
Um, when Beep shows himself, she sort of think, oh, Fudge has been to the pet shop again.
Uh-huh.
I got a new pet.
Uh-huh. And
Does she?
and then the way that they were talking about the bomb inside of the doctor,
Mm,
turning not only him but all of Yorkshire into, what was it, blancmange?
Blancmange, yes.
I was like, what the hell? Oh, I had to look that up. I was like, what the hell is blancmange?
It's a dessert.
It's a dessert. Yeah, I was just like, but like they put a bomb inside of the doctor.
Yeah,
That was crazy. And yeah, it was I really love this. I really love this audio, and I'm really glad that they I mean, the Iron Legion also was pretty funny and pretty incredibly well done. And so yeah, I'm glad we went back and picked this up, partly because it's the Beep the Meep is back, and partly because Tom Baker's brilliant, and partly because yeah, it was just we needed a little humor. Um yeah, it was really great. So what is there anything else you'd like to add?
Um, no, right. I mean, they've sticked. They've done the best they can adapting this audio from the comic strips. Maybe they've had a little bit more here and there, filled it out a little bit. But for me, it's a solid box set. As you say, Iron Legion was great. I mean, that is a classic comic strip.
Uh-huh.
Um, back in 1979. Um, as I say, of in the Starbeat. I don't know if this was the second story or the third story along the line,
Uh-huh.
but great, great, great acting and bringing these characters from the page, to sort of, to bringing them to life. They've done a really great job. Um, in who you even got Chris Walker Thompson in this, playing Sergeant Zreeg. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he's the one who can do a really good
Second Doctor?
second Doctor, and I think he does a great 12th Doctor as well, if I'm
Oh,
not mistaken.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
But you and I have reviewed
yeah,
uh, uh the second Doctor that he produced himself.
yeah, that he starred in. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm surprised Big Finish haven't used him more often.
yeah, he is
Um,
quite
unless,
quite
unless
amazing.
of him personally, I don't know, but a great voice actor. Um, but yeah, an enjoyable four-parter, funny, adventure, action. That's what you need.
Yeah,
This is what it is. So yeah.
yeah, and and because later today we're going to be talking about Star Wars, Ahsoka. I like the fact that Fudge had like Star Wars on the brain a couple times,
Yeah.
and he was like your lasers and stuff. Uh, that they go pew pew, and then inside your ship looks like an X-wing, and it's a spaceship, not a starship. Anyway, fun stuff.
It's geekdom.
He's just like us, Lee. One of us. One of us.
You will become like one of us.
That's also that's also good. Yeah.
Oh, you've gone off.
Oh no, no.
Ooh.
Oh dear. Here we go. There we
There
go.
you go. Susan
Oh
getting
my
excited
gosh.
and
Getting
looking at camera.
excited. It's back in the computer. It turns itself off. Um yeah. Yeah, so the the enjoyment of this is high. What
Mm.
what kind of superlatives will you be using to rate this? And I I I I mean we don't really probably have to number rate it because of I just was wondering what superlatives you'll
Well,
layer upon it.
I'm going to give this a plate of 10 pink wavers.
Nice.
As Mrs. Higgins said, "You've made me open the packet of pink wavers for nothing." Uh,
But the tea, you must serve the tea.
yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, that's so great. Yeah, his mom was great. You're right. Mrs. Higgins was great. Anyway, the the depth of enjoyment of tea was proof positive that this was like beloved by everyone who's ever listened to it, who's British at all.
Oh,
No, they have that thing on they had that thing on X. I don't know if they still do have that thing on X, but that's a very British problem. And it's all
mhm.
about tea. And that was that was one of the big sort of come together moments in this story was over tea. And the
Yeah.
beep was like fed tea. And you know, in his mind. He wasn't happy with that, but that's because he was an alien. And you
And
know, that
the
once
bad one
you
as well.
yes. And I enjoyed every minute of it, every second. I love it. I can't wait to see it this character on the screen. I can't wait to have the whole enjoyable connection with the meeps again because you know he
I mean,
he
even
is
yeah, even the episode is called the Star Beast.
yes
So makes you wonder.
yeah he's not they're not talking about the coppers, that's for sure. Yeah, he's the cutest little terrorist ever. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that this character, this Beep the Meep, this character has gone from page to audio, now to visual.
Uh-huh. So that you can do that. That is
Yeah,
something that you can do.
yeah. So this little character has lasted. It's it is a fan favorite.
Mhm.
So and I think RTD knew that.
I think so too. Okay, and so I'll give it 10 spaceships out of 10. I think that it's just so cute and the I mean the superlatives are oh my gosh, he's just adorable. He makes me very happy and then and his little rage inside of his head is just too cute for words. And the things that he wants to do to people are just you know it's cognitive dissonance. Sometimes you just can't even think of him in terms of those in those terms because
Yeah.
it's not what you're seeing. It's not what you really believe about somebody that cute. So that's just the way it goes. And thank you for watching our podcast. We really appreciate our watchers, our listeners, our those who like us on YouTube. Uh, do hit the big thumbs up because that helps us, know that we've been enjoyed and that you're a fan of the meme. Oh my gosh. How can you not be? He's gonna be like little ET in that little cupboard. Oh my gosh. So exciting. And then also subscribe. If this is your first time on our channel, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. And and if you can, oh sorry, yeah, join us. All you have to do is have a camera that works and a microphone that works and a
Yeah.
device that actually you can slap around a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. And then also it would be great if you liked Zoom. Zoomtopia was this week. It was so much fun. It was so much fun being on Zoom with their creators and the fact that they want it for business, but we want it for fun. They are all focusing in on business and we're like, no, we're taking it this way. And we did. We took it all the way over to the fun side of things. So yay! Anyway, come join us. We will have fun. I guarantee it. And and then talk to Lee if you'd like to get involved with social media. We're all over the social media. We have Instagram run by Lee in his name, and then there's Geeks Assembled on X, there's Geeks Assembled on Facebook, there's Geeks Assembled group, there's a small chat started. We just can do whatever you want to do. We're very flexible and we're very fun and we're very geeky. So come join us because anoraks like us belong together, and it's all and I the other one other thing about this is that they took the name Fudge probably from Judy Blume, who was an author at the time, but now that character is being made into live action. So I mean it's pretty interesting how rich Doctor Who is just mining all these things, and mining just like they were mining the steel, the iron for the steel in Sheffield. Anyway, glad we're all back in Yorkshire with Lee. And thanks for watching. Have a great one.